All right. Good morning and welcome to 5 Minutes More with Pastor. It is Monday, November 16th. Cool overcast outside. Would expect nothing less in mid-November here in Oregon. But hope you have a good Monday. I've already seen somebody online say, man, I have the case of the Mondays. Well, don't let the case of the Mondays get a hold of you. Uh, don't let, like we talked last Sunday, don't let worry and anxiety and doubt and all of those things get a hold of you on this Monday morning. Don't listen to me, believer. Don't start this week that way. Don't do it. Turn your thoughts to heaven and how wonderful that is. Spend time in fellowship with God. So be sure to do that. Understand that God has a purpose for you, greater works that He wants you to do, which include sharing the truth and the gospel of Jesus Christ with other people. So take an opportunity to do that this week. And prayer. God has given you prayer. Spend some time in prayer. Spend some time in fellowship in His Word. Spend some time in prayer. Share the gospel with somebody and turn your thoughts towards a wonderful future that you have to fight off the anxiety, the worry, the doubt that you have. Jesus says, let not your heart be troubled. I know I just basically re-preached Sunday morning's sermon, and that's not the intent for this morning, but I just want to remind you, because I know sometimes Mondays can be really, really rough for people. Don't let that be the case for you today. Proverbs chapter 20 is where we are this morning. And verse 7 says this: the just man walketh in his integrity. His children are blessed after him. I know every person who watches this isn't a parent, but God has given every human parent the opportunity to do something great, and that is to raise a godly family, to raise a godly heritage. But that takes a great amount of faithfulness. It doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 1 year. Honestly, it doesn't even happen in 18 years. It happens in a lifetime. Last night, after I preached a sermon on what does the Bible say about gender identity, with a couple of guys who were standing around talking about what masculinity is. And I'm of the belief from the Bible that according to God's mandate to Adam in the garden, that you could define masculinity this way. It is helping good things to grow and keeping precious things safe. That's God's mandate to man. And if we fulfill those responsibilities, that's true masculinity. If we're helping good things to grow and we're keeping precious things safe. And so even if maybe this can't be applicable to you as a parent, but as we help good things to grow and keep precious things safe, those things don't happen in an instant. I think about Pioneer. There may be goals and hopes and desires that we have for it, but that takes time and faithfulness. Maybe a business that you're trying to go takes time and faithfulness. Here in Proverbs, he's specifically speaking about a family, though. And there's actually in Malaysia, there's a type of very valuable giant bamboo, and the farmers of that stuff, they know what it means to take time and faithfulness in order to, and really wisdom to cultivate something great. Here's how this giant bamboo works. In year one, the farmer plants, waters, and fertilizes in that first year, and absolutely nothing happens. In year two, he waters, he cultivates, and he fertilizes, and still it appears nothing visible happens at all. In year three, he waters, he cultivates, and still there's no sign of growth or anything worthwhile being accomplished. In year four, there's more water, there's more cultivation, there's more fertilizing, and still absolutely nothing. In year five, they water, they cultivate, they fertilize. And amazingly, somewhere in year five, the bamboo shoots up 60 feet in 30 days. And then after that, under ideal conditions, that bamboo will grow about 2 feet every day. 2 feet every day. Just this astounding amount of growth. Just absolutely no growth for 4 years, and then boom, to the size of a 6-story building in months. And you know how that happens? That happens by keep go. You just keep going. You keep faithful. You keep doing it little by little, inch by inch. You just know that this is what God has called us to do and wants us to do, and so we just keep going. Even when we go year one, not the growth. Year two, no growth. Year three, no growth. Whether that's in your children, or whether that's in the church, or whether that's in a business that you have, or whether it's in a relationship you have, just if that's what God has called you to, and you're being obedient to Him, and just keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep watering. Keep fertilizing. Keep cultivating. Keep planting. Because what you don't know is, even though you don't see anything happening, that doesn't mean that God isn't germinating a seed. That doesn't mean that God isn't preparing for some sort of exponential growth that could shoot up like this bamboo shoot 60 feet in 30 days, and then 2 feet every day after that. And it grows something valuable. But that only happens as the Bible says the just man walks in his integrity. As we walk in our integrity day after day after day. So guess what? We do it today, and then we do it tomorrow, and then we do it the next year, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You say, Pastor, that sounds really boring. It might be, but you'll look back after 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 years, and you'll see the growth that God has produced in and through you if you're faithful. Let me encourage you to do that today and every day for the honor and glory of God. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you later.